Jai Gurudev and Namaste and a warm welcome to our viewers. Today we are gathered here for a very special conversation with an esteemed officer of the Vedic Dham Sansthan. Along with us is His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, whose wisdom and grace continue to inspire millions around the world. We will discuss the much awaited Ram Temple resolution, the power of Lord Ram's teachings, and the transformative nature of the Ram Raksha Stotram. Thank you both for being here. Let us start with the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. This has been a long awaited moment for millions of Hindus across the globe. Can you explain the significance of this landmark development and what it means spiritually and culturally for India and the world? Jai Gurudev, and thank you for having me here today. The Ram Temple in Ayodhya is not just a physical structure, it is a profound symbol of faith, resilience, and the triumph of righteousness. Lord Ram, as an embodiment of Dharma, has always inspired devotion across generations. The construction of the Ram Temple is the culmination of a decades long movement, and it is deeply significant both historically and spiritually. It is not just a place of worship but also a spiritual beacon for the millions who set to follow the path of righteousness, truth, and compassion. The Ram Temple represents the renewal of values that Lord Ram stood for: justice, peace, and truth. After years of struggle, this resolution holds immense spiritual importance for Hindus as it signifies a return to a space that is deeply connected to Lord Ram's birthplace. Beyond being a temple, it is a space for reflection, worship, and spiritual growth. It is a reminder of our ancient heritage, a heritage that has endured despite countless challenges. Yes, this temple is not just an architectural structure, it is a living space for the soul. Lord Ram is an ideal for humanity to follow. His life teaches us about overcoming adversity, embracing Dharma in every circumstance, and standing firm in our convictions. The temple will serve as a guiding light for the coming generations, reminding them of the importance of Dharma, justice, and compassion. Yes, indeed, the Ram Temple is a symbol of unity and the values that unite us as a society. Now, moving on to the Ram Raksha Stotram, a powerful prayer often recited for protection, peace, and spiritual strength. Could you explain the significance of this sutra in our daily lives and how it ties into the larger theme of Lord Ram's teachings? Yes, the Ram Raksha Stotram is a beautifully composed hymn that seeks Lord Ram's divine protection. It is believed that reciting this powerful prayer helps individuals overcome obstacles and protect themselves from both material and spiritual dangers. The stotra is composed of 38 verses and praises Lord Ram's various divine attributes: his strength, his courage, his wisdom, and his compassion. When recited with devotion, it is said that to invoke divine blessings for protection, prosperity, and inner peace in a modern world full of stress, anxieties, and challenges. The Ramraksha Stotram provides a shield for the mind and spirit. It not only protects us from external forces but also helps in purifying the mind, calming the emotional turbulence, and instilling a sense of inner balance. The stotra serves as a reminder that when we align ourselves with the divine qualities of Lord Ram, we too can rise above the challenges of life and live a life of dharma. Chanting mantras, especially the Ram Raksha Sutram, creates a powerful energy field around us. The vibrations of these ancient chants resonate with the deeper layers of our consciousness, gradually removing the clutter of the mind. As we recite these mantras, they help to connect us with the divine, offering not just protection but also a profound sense of peace. It's essential that we recite them with full attention and devotion, as this allows the energies to flow freely, bringing balance and healing to our body, mind, and spirit. That's beautiful, Gurudev. It is fascinating how such a simple practice can have such profound effects. Now, considering the rapid pace of modern life, where people are often caught in the rush of daily tasks, how can individuals make time for practices like chanting the Ramraksha Sutram, and how can we integrate such spiritual practices without feeling overwhelmed? In today's busy world, finding time for spiritual practices can indeed feel like a challenge. However, it's crucial to remember that spiritual growth doesn't require hours of time. It's about the intention of consistency. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day dedicated solely to chanting or prayer can bring immense benefits. The beauty of the Ram Raksha Stotram is that it can be recited in any environment. Whether you are at home, in the office, or even on the go, you can chant it silently in your mind or out loud. One of the ways to integrate the practice into daily life is to recite the sutra in the early morning before beginning your day, or perhaps before going to bed. It can also be repeated while doing household chores or while commuting. As long as we bring our full presence and devotion into the practice, the results will be transformative. Yes, the key is to simplify and make the practice a part of daily living. As we go about our tasks, we can align our hearts with the mantra, just as we align ourselves with our duties. This will help us maintain inner peace and clarity even in the midst of external chaos. Spirituality is not a separate part of a life, it is life itself. The more we weave it into our daily actions, the more it enriches our experiences. That's beautifully said. Spirituality is not something distant, it is a part of every moment. Now, in the context of Lord Ramsa's life, we know that he faced great adversity but always upheld dharma, regardless of the personal cost. In today's world, where values such as truth and justice seem to be diluted, how can we draw inspiration from Lord Ramsa's life to live a more righteous and balanced life? Lord Ramsa's life is a perfect example of staying true to one's principles. Regardless of the circumstances, he faced numerous trials, his exile, the kidnapping of his wife, the battle against Ravana, yet at no point did he deviate from the path of Dharma. He showed us that true strength lies in adhering to what is right, even when it is difficult or painful. In today's world, we often face dilemmas where the right thing to do is not always the easiest. However, Lord Ramsa's example teaches us that the path of Dharma, though challenging, is always a path that leads to lasting peace and fulfillment. When we live with integrity, when we stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity, we align ourselves with divine will. Exactly, Lord Ram is the embodiment of Dharma, not just as a set of rules, but as an inner compass. He showed us that Dharma is not about blindly following laws, it's about knowing what is right deep within our hearts and living accordingly. When we live with a pure heart, free from selfish desires and ego, we naturally align with the divine order. This is the essence of Lord Ram's teachings. Thank you both for such enlightening insights. The wisdom of Lord Ram, his teachings of Dharma, and the power of practices like chanting the Raksha Stotram are invaluable tools for navigating the challenges of life and maintaining peace. May we all be inspired to follow Lord Ram's path and live with love, integrity, and compassion. Thank you for the opportunity. May Lord Ram's blessings guide us all. Om Shri Ram, and may we all walk the path of Dharma and live in peace and harmony. Thank you once again for your time and wisdom. May the divine light of Lord Ram illuminate our hearts. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, namaste, and thank you for joining us today. It is an honor to have with us an esteemed officer from the Vedic Dhamma Sansthan. We are also blessed by the presence of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, whose spiritual wisdom has touched millions around the world today. We will discuss several important topics: the significance of the Ram temple in Ayodhya, the spiritual power of the Raksha Stotram, and how Lord Ram's life and teachings guide us in today's world. Let's begin with the much awaited Ram temple resolution. The Ram temple in Ayodhya has been a long standing aspiration for millions of Hindus around the world. Could you explain the significance of this moment, both spiritually and culturally? Jai Gurudev, and thank you for having me. The Ram temple in Ayodhya is not just a physical structure, it is a living embodiment of our culture, values, and spiritual heritage. Lord Ram represents the highest ideals of Dharma, truth, and righteousness. For centuries, this sacred site has been the epicenter of devotion and faith. The resolution to build the Ram temple symbolizes the triumph of Dharma and the resilience of a community committed to preserving its faith and heritage. The historical significance is immense. The temple will serve as a center of worship, of course, but it will also be a place for people to come together in a spirit of unity and peace. The building of the Ram temple is not just about reclaiming a space, it's about affirming the values Lord Ram stood for: love, peace, justice, and righteousness. It is a call to rise above the divisions of society and focus on what truly unites us as human beings. Absolutely. The construction of the Ram temple is a moment of immense spiritual and cultural rejuvenation. Lord Ram's life was a perfect example of how one must remain committed to Dharma in the face of adversity. It's not just a temple, it's a space for reflection, meditation, and the transformation of the human spirit. It serves as a reminder of the importance of Dharma in our lives. Indeed, Gurudev, the Ram temple is not just a physical space, but a spiritual symbol that holds great significance for millions. Now, turning our focus to the Ram Raksha Stotram, this powerful prayer is recited by devotees for protection, inner peace, and spiritual growth. Could you share more about the deeper significance of the Ram Raksha Stotram and its role in our spiritual practice? The Ram Raksha Stotram is a deeply revered prayer that invokes Lord Ram's divine protection and blessings. It consists of 38 verses, each dedicated to different attributes of Lord Ram, his strength, valor, wisdom, and compassion. The prayer is a shield that protects us from physical, emotional, and spiritual challenges. Its very essence is based on the belief that when we recite the names and attributes of the divine, we invite their energies into our lives. In our fast paced world, full of challenges and distractions, the Ramraksha Sutram serves as a powerful tool to enter ourselves and center ourselves. It helps calm the mind, purify the heart, and restore a sense of balance and peace. This sutra is not merely about reciting words, it's about invoking divine energy when chanted with sincerity and devotion. It is said to help remove obstacles and bring about a deep sense of tranquility and protection. Yes, chanting the Ram Raksha Stotram is an ancient and powerful practice. The sound vibrations of these sacred words have a profound impact on our minds and consciousness. These mantras have the potential to transform our energy, helping us connect with the higher aspects of our nature. When recited with the right intention, they create a protective aura around us, safeguarding not only our physical well being but also our mental and spiritual health. The idea of creating a protective aura through sound vibrations is fascinating. But in today's world where everyone seems to be busy, how can people make time for chanting the Ramraksha Sutram in their daily lives? It's true, life today is fast paced and filled with distractions. However, the beauty of the Ramraksha Sutram is that it can be practiced anywhere and at any time. You don't need an elaborate setting to recite it. A few minutes every day, whether in the morning or before bed, can have a profound impact on your life. The key is consistency and sincerity. Even if you are busy, you can integrate the stotra into daily routines while commuting, during a walk, or as a moment of pause during work. It's not about the length of time spent, but about your mindfulness and connection with the divine during that time. Exactly, spiritual practice is not a matter of quantity but quality. Even if you just spend a few minutes, if your mind and heart are aligned with the purpose, the results are transformative. The more you do it, the more your mind becomes attuned to the vibrations of the mantra. It's about creating moments of stillness within your daily chaos so you can remain anchored in peace. That's beautifully put, Gurudev. Now let's talk about the life of Lord Ram. His journey teaches us the value of dharma and how, despite facing tremendous adversity, he upheld righteousness in today's world, where values like truth and justice are often compromised. How can we apply the teachings of Lord Ram in our lives to live a more balanced and righteous existence? Lord Ram's life is the ultimate example of living by dharma. No matter the cost, he was exiled to the forest, faced personal tragedies like the abduction of Sita, and had to engage in a fierce battle against Ravana. Yet, at every step, he remained committed to righteousness, truth, and compassion. His life is an inspiration for all of us, especially when we encounter challenges in our own lives. In today's world, we often face dilemmas where the easy choice is not always the right one. Lord Ram teaches us that doing what is right, even when it is difficult, is the path to true peace and fulfillment in every aspect of our lives, be it in relationships, professional life, or personal growth. We must strive to be truthful, just, and compassionate, just as Lord Ram did. Yes, dharma is not just about following rules, it's about understanding what is right for humanity. Lord Ram's life was a constant reminder of the importance of selfless service, compassion, and living with integrity. In today's times, we can apply his teachings by staying true to ourselves, by not compromising our ethics, and by serving others without expectation of return. This creates a ripple effect, encouraging those around us to do the same. That's beautifully said. The path of Lord Ram is truly a beacon for humanity. Before we end, what message would you like to share with our viewers about how they can bring more of Lord Ram's qualities, love, compassion, and courage, into their daily lives? Lord Ram's life is not just a historical account, it is a guide for all of us. He embodied love and compassion in every aspect of his life. To follow in his footsteps, we must begin by cultivating these qualities within ourselves. Start with small acts of kindness, honesty, and service each day. Reflect on what you can do to make the world a better place, even in small ways. Lord Ram's qualities are not distant ideals, they are inherent in all of us. We simply need to uncover them by turning inward through practices like meditation, selfless service, and prayer. We can awaken the divine within us. As we do so, we not only transform ourselves but also contribute to a more peaceful and harmonious world. Thank you both for your profound wisdom and insights today. The teachings of Lord Ram and the power of practices like chanting the Ram Raksha Stotram are indeed powerful tools for spiritual growth. May we all walk the path of Dharma following the example set by Lord Ram. Thank you for having us. May Lord Ram's blessings guide us all. Om Shri Ram, may we all live with the purity and strength of Lord Ram's Dharma. Thank you both, and to our viewers, may the divine grace of Lord Ram fill your hearts with peace and love. Jai Gurudev.